Mom and Dad got married early. He worked for a similar company in Western Mass. He decided that he wanted to own his own business, so he basically dropped what he was doing and moved the family to Willington, Connecticut, and with very few resources, started it up on his own, an old factory.
I have so many wonderful memories growing up as a kid. I was 3 years old when he started. We actually lived right down the street and we had to walk to work, and I remember at 3 years old my mother saying that there's no kindergarten, so I had to go to work instead. And then once I got to be 5 years old, one of the girls in the inspection department would give me a nickel a week to work. So I felt pretty important being there.
And I remember him working 100 hours a week, literally for long, long periods of time.
He was so very driven. He gave up so much, sold his home, sold vehicles, just to start this business, and he's given us a great opportunity.
He started a company when he was a young man with a very young family with just a handful of people, and he took a chance on the American dream and went out there, and that spirit is still alive.
He's the nucleus. He's it. He's the energy everybody lives off of.
Started off very small, and we've grown ever since. It's a good company, good family values, and that's probably the best part about the company is the family values that have been instilled by Marcel and his family.
My father instilled very nice work ethics on us, and I think we've continued them into our adulthood, and obviously that's the success of the company.
Really try to get to know our customers and their requirements and can uniquely satisfy their needs.
We manufacture product ID, nameplates, labels, decals for large OEMs, original equipment manufacturers, for pumps, valves, aircraft, automobiles, engines, generators, motors, alternators, those types of things.
Well, I think that what makes Willington special is 60 some odd employees, and when you get everybody working towards common goals, the sky's the limit. We got a really engaged workforce.
And that's what I like about it, because everybody in their own department is very knowledgeable.
Lean is taking the wasted steps out of the process to become more efficient, to be able to add capacity to the shop floor and throughout the organization.
It's a philosophy that you carry throughout your life. It's not just in work, it's also with your family.
Looking for ways to improve processes, eliminating non-value steps.
Getting people involved, listening to their inputs, and it's a continuous improvement.
Lean, to me, is just making things slightly better every day. It's always ongoing. Every time I do something, it seems like you just want to make things better.
Mostly saving money, saving steps, saving materials.
If you want to be successful, you've got to continually change. Absolutely. And if you don't, you're going to be stagnant again, and you'll be back in the same boat that brought you to come to look at Lean in the first place.
It's a growth strategy, It's something that every company needs to be a part of nowadays, or else, they're not going to survive.
Well, I think that all companies, especially manufacturing companies, we're competing globally, and I think the trend 5-8 years ago, with a lot of manufacturing movement to China, has kind of turned around, and it's because of Lean. And I think we've embraced it and make it a part of our daily routine.
If you saw what it was before compared to now, you would really be shocked.
Things were a mess, things were dirty, there was dust everywhere, there were parts everywhere.
Being from an outside standpoint and a vendor, I didn't see the changes day to day, but as I come in on a weekly basis, you'd see the transformation on the shop floor from equipment being moved around, consolidated, and workstations being improved with tooling and everything you need for your job at that workstation.
The company looks a lot different, looks a lot better. I think everything's a lot safer, a lot more flow friendly, and it's definitely just in general a lot cleaner than it used to be.
I've seen a lot of Kaizen events that have really changed the process of how we do things, even in the office. I'm excited that we brought that in the office, and we do the 5S, and we have our KPI board.
Absolutely amazing, the difference in the work environment, and just the all-around attitude of people. It big difference.
There's been an evolution of Kaizen continuous improvement. From when I first started here, there was a lot of people had the tools, the knowledge of 5S and 7 wastes. They needed the Kaizen event to do those improvements, and what I've seen now over the years, they've been doing it themselves. They've been taking those continuous improvement tools and just making the improvements themselves.
The group gets together, they focus on what the issue is, they go in, they take a look at, see where the opportunities are for improvement, for some change.
Everyone has a say, everyone's ideas are listened to and considered.
I can see my ideas and the ideas of those that work for me implemented almost immediately.
Everyone wants to improve whatever department they're working with, no matter what department you're currently in.
You know, the culture of this company is just so great. The people just did a wonderful job. They picked it up and they just ran with it.
It's 100% positive response from everyone. Everyone is completely on board with the Kaizens from what I've seen.
I think Lean helped the company. It's helped me. It's helped a lot. It's helped a lot of people.
Key performance indicator, KPI, they're very important because you cannot improve unless you measure yourself.
One of the aspects of Lean, we created KPIs, and all of the employees take turns communicating on a monthly basis, how we did and why we did and how we can improve. And I think that's important that, all employees are involved with the direction and the success of the company.
What are the quality measurements, the sales measurements, what our errors are. It's very interesting just to gain that knowledge by putting it out there, communicating it to everybody.
That's what we all look at as employees every day. It's great to go up to our KPI board and see how the company's doing.
If people don't know what those benchmarks are, then those numbers are arbitrary. They don't mean anything to anybody.
Since we started Lean, we've grown so much. I am amazed at how much growth we've had.
I think it's limitless. I think if Willington continues on the path that they've chosen, which is to nurture the company, nurture the employees, and look towards the future, I think the sky's the limit.
I see it only getting better and better. I think the Lean has really helped us.
Growing. We're definitely on an uptick now with the new acquisition, and that went smooth. And I think we're on the right track. Lean has certainly helped us.